Even before we go into today's video, I have a special message to you. Thank you so much for the 1000+ views for just 4 videos. This is super motivating me. And also don't forget to subscribe to this channel because every Tuesday and Thursday I have a video for you. So today's video is about how to give your 100% in a meeting, be it a Zoom meeting or in-person meeting. You don't have to be just a fly on the wall. How to contribute 100%, for which you have to be even more confident. So, how to speak confidently in a meeting? Do you know that 80% of the meetings can be finished in just a mail? Yes. So, for you to really contribute to a meeting, you have to attend very few meetings. Like you have to decline which is unnecessary to you. In the days of virtual meetings, Zoom meetings, or video conferences, it's okay to just log in to the meeting and then just be there for the namesake of it. But don't do it. Do ruthless prioritization. If that's really making sense to you, if you think you can contribute a constructive conversation in that meeting, only then attend that meeting. For which I'm not asking you to decline everything and not attending the meeting at all, but I'm asking you to prioritize ruthlessly. Prepare and practice for the meeting. You might be wondering, this is not a public speaking. I get it, but when the meetings are very new to you, you have to understand the agenda and prepare. Now, going back to the first point, that you have prioritized the meetings which are very important to you, it is very easy for you to prepare and practice. You can do this only when you know the agenda of the meeting. If the sender did not send you the agenda, please ask them for the agenda. Understand at least the high level, prepare a bit, and talk in front of the mirror and see how it sounds. Also record it with your selfie camera and then hear it back with your headphones on. This will tell you how exactly you are sounding. When you do this for more than 4 to 5 times, you will be used to it. It might look little weird, but it's okay because when it is getting into practice, you'll feel all fine. The most important, don't wait for that eureka moment. Let's segregate the meeting into 3 different sections: starting, middle, and end. So, if you wait for that right moment to ask that intelligent question, to add that brilliant point, trust me, it's not going to happen in this meeting at all. You don't have to wait for it. If you are curious about something, if you don't understand the whole concept, or you want to understand the idea of it even more better, I think you should ask questions. It's okay to ask stupid questions than living a stupid life. So ask questions, it's okay, and add your points in between, that's absolutely fine. And also remember this, nobody is going to judge you. Even if they do, it's their own problem. Don't worry about it. Next is throw away the self-doubt. Yes, my English is not good. I'm very new. I'm a fresher. I'm very old in this whole meeting room. Be it a virtual meeting or the actual meeting, this self-doubts will kill us from asking or making any comments in the meeting. First, let's go into the English part. Alright. So, if you see the Europeans and French people talking in a meeting, they will make tons and tons of mistakes in English, grammatical errors, and it is very hard to even understand what they're talking about. But they don't care about it. Until unless it is conveyed, until unless you understand it, they will just laugh it out. So, it's okay, it's not even your mother tongue. You don't have to be ashamed of anything like that. If you prepare about this context of the meeting through agenda or through practicing in front of the mirror, or even if it's very new and you're just getting introduced to this whole topic in this particular meeting, it's okay. Don't have a lot of self-doubts. Even when you are prepared, even when you don't have any self-doubts, there are 2 things that you have to keep in mind. One is you have to take a bottle of water, keep sipping it because it keeps your mind calmer and keeps you grounded. This way you will not lose count of what they're talking about, lose the thread of what the conversation is about. Because when you lose it, you will be lost and you are very doubtful about asking any questions now. And then the second thing is deep breathe. You have to breathe very deep. It sends the oxygen to your brain. The other reason why people don't talk in the meeting is you don't want to sound anything against anyone, like your manager, your colleague, that super boss. Like, you don't want to sound against them. You don't want to raise a point against anyone. You want to play that nice girl, good boy role. I mean, it is not going to work out. Like, people will have to value you no matter what. But everyone liking you is absolutely not practical at all. So you have to raise your point, not worry about what they're going to tell me or what they're going to think about me. It's absolutely out of your control. The last thing is, you won't learn the language, you won't learn the style, you won't learn the confidence just by opening the book and just reading what it is. You will observe and then learn. You will listen and learn, for which you should have 1 or 2 role models. For example, for me, it's Michelle Obama and Shashi Tharoor. I like the way they express their thoughts. I like the way they deliver the whole conversation, be it an interview, be it just to talk about them or any incident. I mean, I observe and listen to them. The same way, you can have 1 or 2 role models when it comes to talking. This can land you even as a public speaker, not just in the meeting room. So if you have someone in the mind that you are so fascinated to follow, please comment their names below. I would like to check who they are. If you think you need more guidance in this topic, I will suggest you a book. This book called How to Own the Room by Mary Potter. This is a very good book. I mean, it is for women, but I think the conversations and the topic and the context inside is very gender neutral. So I think you should consider buying this book and then read it. Hope this was very informative today. I mean, also tell me what are the other topics you like to see me talk on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And like I said, thank you so much for all the support, but I need more and more support, for which you have to subscribe, like and comment. Also follow me on LinkedIn, and yeah, follow me on Instagram also. So thank you so much. See you all.